Welcome to Solutions Studio. This is a free series on C programming language. If you like these videos, please subscribe to follow along with this series. Also, please like and leave a comment and share the video to help spread this series. Hello and welcome to this episode. In this episode, we discuss the logical AND operator. So in here we have an example. If we wanted to identify the gender and also the age of some people, then we would have to create two if statements, one for gender and one for age, and nest one if inside of another to make these two conditions work together. So if gender is equal to 1 and if age is greater than or equal to 65, then add to the number of senior females. Now instead of this complication, we have a simple way to do this. We will create the if condition, we will add our first condition, and then we would add the AND operator with 2 ampersand and add the second condition. Now this line of codes and these line of codes, they are both equivalent to each other. Previously, if we wanted to check for two conditions to be true, we would create one if statement and another if statement nested inside the first statement. Now with the logical AND operator, we can combine these two conditions by each other using this ampersand operator. And there also exists a truth table for logical AND operator. Now how do we interpret this table? The way that we interpret this table is that if one condition is true and the other condition is true, then the result of these two conditions will be true. If one condition is true, the other condition is false, the result will be false. If one condition is false, the other condition is true, the result will be false. And if one condition is false and the other condition is false, the result will be false. Also remember that the integer value of a true statement is 1. But if you enter any non-zero value, it will be accepted as true. Another important thing to remember is that C always evaluates all of the expressions that include rational operators, equality operators, and or logical operators. They are going to be evaluated to 0 or 1. And that's it for this episode. See you in the coming episodes where we will have more examples of these logical operators. Welcome to this episode, and in this episode we discuss the logical OR operator. One condition was saying that if the semester average of a student was greater than or equal to 90, or the final exam score of the student is greater than or equal to 90, then you can print for the student that the student grade is A. Now in this situation we have these two conditions. If one of them is true or if both of them is true, then we would have the student's grade as A. Now in these type of situations we can simplify these two if statements into one. Let's start by adding the if keyword, adding the first condition, then we would add the OR operator, and then we would add the second condition. Then we would put the actions that we want to take inside the if block. Now this one if statement is equivalent to these two if statements. And the way we read it is that if the semester average of the student is greater than or equal to 90, or if the final exam of the student is greater than or equal to 90, then print the grade of the student as A. I tried to find the name of this operator, and on the internet it was saying that it's called a vertical bar. Now if you know a better name for this operator, then let me know in the comments section below. Now just like any other logical operator, we have the truth table for OR operator as well. Now the way we are going to interpret this table is that as long as one condition is true, the result will be true. And here we have both of the conditions is true, then the result is true. And here we have one of the condition as true, then the result is true. And here we also have one of the condition as true, then the result is true. And in the last statement, we don't have any of these conditions as true, then the result is false. So basically the whole purpose of the OR logical operator is simplified in this statement. Either one or both of the conditions are true, then the result will be true. And that's it for this episode. See you in the coming episodes where we will have more examples of OR logical operator. Hello and welcome to this episode, and in this episode we discuss an important feature of logical operators, that is the short circuit evaluation. First of all, you need to understand that the AND operator has a higher precedence than the OR operator, but both operators, they associate from left to right. So for example, you can see that I have this statement. First, I'm checking for the gender, and secondly, I'm checking for the age. Now, if the gender became false and this part was false, the remainder of this statement will not be evaluated, because AND operator knows that even if one of the conditions is false, the result will be false. And that's why once this part has evaluated as false, it will not continue to evaluate this part. But if this part evaluated as true, then AND operator will go and check for the rest of the second condition. And basically this performance feature for logical operators is called short circuit evaluation, and it helps programs to become faster. That's it for this episode. See you in the coming episodes. Hello and welcome to this episode, and in this episode we discuss the logical negation operator. So C programming language provides us with a unary operator, and that operator is logical negation operator. The logical negation operator is shown using an exclamation mark. And the job of the logical negation operator is that it enables us to reverse the meaning of a condition. We said that this operator is a unary operator, and the meaning of a unary operator is that it will take a single condition as an operand. Now here we have an example. We have this condition, and this condition is saying that when grade is equal to sentinel value. Well, we can reverse the meaning of this condition by using a negation operator at the beginning. Now the meaning of this whole statement becomes when grade is not equal to sentinel value. Now why we used a parenthesis around this statement? Because negation operator has a higher precedence than the equation operator. And that's why it's important that we evaluate the equation first and then we negate it. We can also write the same statements in a different way. Here you can see that if we write that grade is not equal to sentinel value, this would exactly mean the same as this statement. Now let's go and have the truth table for the negation operator. If we have a condition which is true and then we negate it, it becomes false. And if we have a condition which is false and we negate it, it becomes true. And basically this is the truth table for the negation operator. And that's it for this episode. See you in the coming episode. Welcome to this episode, and in this episode we discuss the bool data type. The C standard includes a boolean type which is represented by this keyword, and this bool data type can hold only the values of 0 or 1. We also know from the previous episodes that the value of 0 in a condition means false, and any value other than 0 means true. Also, when we assign any non-zero value to a bool variable, the value of the bool variable will become 1. Let's go and see some examples. Here I have an example for you. I have declared and initialized two variables of the type bool. One is variable 1, which is true, and one is variable 2, which is false. Now I want to print the numeric value of these two variables. Let's go and run this program. As you can see, the variable 1, which is true, it has a value of 1, and the variable 2, which is false, it has a value of 0. Now in this program, you can see that we have included another library, the standard Boolean library of C programming language. Now without this standard library, some things might not work. Let's make this a comment, and you will be able to see that the program will not run. Now the program cannot identify true. It does not know what true means, because true is undeclared, and this keyword true and false, they're only declared in the standard Boolean library, and when we include it, then it will work. This standard Boolean library, it also has another keyword which is called bool, and instead of using the full form of bool, we can use this short form of bool. Let's go and run this program. Now as you can see, we don't have any error, and bool is recognized as the same as this variable type, and true and false are also recognized, and that is, as we said before, because of this standard Boolean library of C programming language. That's it for this episode. See you in the coming episodes.